Yeah, hi, I'm Rich Plotkin, the Vice Chairman of Max Cure Foundation. I'm here with Jonathan Agan, our Executive Director. Jonathan and I are both attorneys. Each of us were affected by having a child, in Jonathan's case and in my case a grandchild, diagnosed with cancer. Max, my grandson, was diagnosed in 2007. We formed Max Cure Foundation in December 2008. It has been my goal and continues to be the goal of myself and our family and Jonathan to make Max Cure Foundation to pediatric cancer what Susan G. Komen is to breast cancer. It's taking a little longer than I had expected and anticipated. However, we're going to get there. And I want to take this opportunity also to thank the Tobiases for hosting this very beautiful and special event.
Jonathan Agan, the Executive Director of the Max Cure Foundation. As Richard introduced us both, I was personally affected after my daughter Alexis was diagnosed with an inoperable brainstem glioma known as DIPG back in April of 2008. It's a terminal diagnosis, and treatment modalities have not changed since it was first recognized. In fact, Neil Armstrong's daughter was diagnosed with DIPG shortly before he took his first steps on the moon. The same treatment that his daughter Muffy underwent is the same treatment that my daughter was put on. So this is a great opportunity to showcase what we've been doing with funding research, the support that we provide to families who have a child that is currently battling through the Roar Beyond Barriers program, as well as supporting military families, and then our advocacy work that happens in Washington, D.C. And this being Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, there have been a flurry of activities in Washington, D.C. that we participate in, both in front of the scenes and behind the scenes, legislatively, regulatory work that we do, and engaging with other members of the community to ensure that childhood cancer is made a priority and that legislatively our children are provided with the greatest opportunities possible within the regulatory framework to have access to drugs and to have drugs developed. So we're happy to be here tonight, and it's an amazing event that Gail and Sam Tobias have put together for us, and we're excited to showcase what we've done. Throughout our advocacy mission, we are sometimes pulled into situations where we're asked to assist individuals or assist on pieces of legislation. We were brought into a situation, Richard was brought into a situation with a child that had contracted something known as the adenovirus following years worth of treatment that he had underwent. Unfortunately, he was not granted access to a drug that was in the clinical trial pipeline in the adult population, and he was given 2 to 3 days to live as the virus was rapidly multiplying. What the Max Cure Foundation did in this situation is nothing short of miraculous in terms of rallying the support of the community and the world, frankly, with over 1.5 million social media hits within a 24 to 48 hour period. Richard was instrumental in going in front of the cameras, working behind the scenes, working with Josh's family, and ultimately a clinical trial was written for 20 children to be enrolled in a study to use the drug. Josh was the first patient enrolled on the study. Essentially, the clinical trial was written to include Josh as patient number 1, and thankfully the drug did what it was supposed to do, wiped out the adenovirus, but unfortunately Josh just passed away a couple days ago as a result of the toxic buildup over years from the drugs that were used to treat the underlying cancer. And it's another thing that we do here at the Max Cure Foundation, funding an immune cell therapy laboratory at Sloan Kettering in New York City, looking for less toxic treatments, more effective treatments, looking for safer treatments, ultimately that don't have the late effects that most of the childhood cancer survivors experience throughout the course of their life.
Let me supplement what Jonathan said regarding the Josh Hardy matter. We were contacted on March 7th, 2014, and asked to assist the family in getting the experimental drug. We were told at the time that St. Jude had given Josh less than 2 weeks to live. Basically, he was failing very quickly. I was also told that this experimental drug, the company that developed it, had turned down over 300 prior requests for the drug. The Max Cure Foundation started a social media program that went international. And basically, on March 12th, when we were told Josh had 2 to 3 days to live, he was given the drug, and he lived 2.5 years beyond that expected date. And he just died, as Jonathan said, at age 10. And basically, the president of the drug company had been fired for giving Josh the drug, and he and I have become good friends, and he and I go on the speaking circuit, basically talking about how to gain access to terminally ill and seriously ill patients to experimental drugs.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you got another chance to see you guys.
Thank you.
Feel good about that. Sorry.